Welcome to my YouTube channel where we demonstrate and discuss everything related to theatrical and entertainment production crafts. Please subscribe to get the latest updates, posts, and demonstrations. While I will focus primarily on safety in the shops and comprehensive training and operating procedures for tools and machinery, I'll also demonstrate and discuss practical applications like flat and platform construction, scene painting, and more. If you'd like to see something specific, please let me know in the comments. Once again, please subscribe and power up the alert bell to get the most up-to-date notifications about new content. I have a couple different techniques I can do to put the mortar in. I could use a artist's brush. I don't have one of those handy. I didn't bring in my personal paintbrushes and we don't have any artist's brushes here. Something with the, fine point, but I think I can do it with the 1-inch detail brush. Let's see if I can get that in there. And, I'm going to try not to create a mess, but that's okay. I'm going to be spattering with some of this later anyway. That's okay. Some of my mortar isn't quite dry yet. It has some drips in there from the previous painting. It's not completely dry, but that's okay. We are going for precision, but we're also going for a bit of irregularity because it is brick and it is mortar, especially with older brick walls, which this is supposed to be. There's going to be some shifting of bricks. And here I'm dabbing right through some wet paint, but I'm just going with it and letting it provide a little bit of variation, color variation in my mortar. Trying not to go up the sides of the brick because the mortar is in between the brick. It's not actually on their sides. But depending on how the brick wall was made, the quality of craftsmanship, it may be smooth mortar, it may be a little bit more irregular. I think this particular style of brick is supposed to be more of an irregular brick, not a perfectly laid and in perfect condition brick. And over here it's blending a little bit too much with my reds and browns, and that's okay. I'm smoothing out some of the puddles of paint, and that's going to help make them dry faster, and I can always come back and run my brush through here again after my mortar dries. If I get stuff on where I don't want it, a sponge or a rag can help me pull it up. Sloppy right here, the water will take that up. Sloppy there, sloppy there. Always have a bucket of water handy, just for this type of thing. This particular brick has a corner missing, so I'm going to fill that in with more mortar. Maybe I'll try the stencil brushes I bought, not having the control I want. Yeah, I think this is a little bit better. A little bit better tool. It's going to take a little longer, but I have more control. I'll bring in my artist's brushes tomorrow and we'll have a full set of anything we need. And as needed, I'm just rounding off some of these corners. Kind of detail isn't going to probably be noticed, but it will add a little bit of verisimilitude to the whole project. Will not draw attention to the fact that it's scene painting. or will help not draw attention to that. My paint that I put on here that's dry already, it is dry, but it is also not cured. So I've got to be gentle with that wet sponge, or I could pull up paint. Some of these are also very narrow mortar lines. Having a smaller brush is actually helping me with control. Again, like painting the bricks, there's no shortcut here. Gotta paint every single mortar line. I'm not going to worry about those white drops I just put on there, because I am going to spatter here. I'll probably use this color or a color similar to it. I always spatter brick with something light, like light gray or white, or both, and something dark, a black or a dark brown, or both. You can even spatter with some of the red tones. If you get too much of the light and the dark, you come back in and spatter with the brick reds. All right. I think that's all the mortar lines. And it's ready for some spatter coating. It's starting to look like brick. The added texture was right, the right thing to do. It's got enough variation, it's got enough difference. And I think a couple spatter coats, 3 or 4 spatter coats, and then the final smoky burnt out aging on the top. And we're good to go.